CPN Unified Socialist, the party formed after the split of the CPN-UML 10 months ago, has already presented 9 federal ministers in 8 months. The party is also leading 2 provincial governments. However, it is yet to expand its organizational structure in the local levels and is likely to face more challenges in the coming elections. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Cabinet reshuffles for the 5th time in a year. Coalition partners Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Center and Janata Samajwadi Party also began discussions about change in ministers. The number of workers leaving for foreign employment reaches the highest in the past 3 years. Number of Nepali nationals receiving work permit 320% higher than last year. Leaders of G7, the world's 7 richest nations, promise to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. On the second day of a summit in Germany, say Russia must stop blocking food from leaving Ukraine's ports. And world number 2 Novak Djokovic defeats Kwon Soon-woo to reach the Wimbledon second round. Twice former champion Andy Murray also brushes aside James Duckworth to advance to the next round. After the continuous trend of changes in government, the Constitution had prohibited such changes for a period of at least 2 years. However, the majority government, which was elected from the previous election, did not even survive its full term. With 3 changes in the government in the period of 5 years, the Council of Ministers witnessed more than 10 changes. The reason for such changes in the government ranged from split of parties to power sharing among coalition partners. Member of the ruling coalition, CPN Unified Socialist, had set the term of 6 months for its 5 ministers when they were appointed last year. However, those ministers served for 8.5 months. The 5 members of the party, recommended as ministers on the basis of the party's policy of equal opportunity on 15th of June, have finally been appointed. The withdrawal of ministers immediately after the conclusion of the parliamentary discussions on the policies and programs and the budget was a move to serve the ministerial aspirations of CPN Unified Socialists members. Such a move is certain to create a negative impact on public administration. Prime Minister Sher Deuba had failed in giving a final shape to the Council of Ministers for the first 88 days since his appointment backed by the alliance. However, the cabinet has witnessed 4 changes since then, while the ministry is still without a minister at the moment. CPN-UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli, who was appointed the prime minister with a majority government from the previous election, had reshuffled the cabinet 8 times. Having dissolved the House of Representatives on 2 separate occasions, Oli himself was administered the oath of office in secrecy twice. Oli's term was also plagued with the wrong practice of appointing leaders who were not the members of the House of Representatives. That trend is still in practice. These practices to serve the interests of a few leaders while ignoring the public and national concerns are the reasons for instability. With the government yet to mark 1 year of its term, coalition partners Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Center and Janata Samajwadi Party have also begun discussions about change in ministers. Such a trend is not just against democratic norms, it also hurts the public and development aspirations of the country. The foreign employment sector, which was severely affected by the coronavirus pandemic for almost 3 years, is now reviving. More than 534,000 Nepali nationals have received their work permit in the past